Number 1. This 1969 Ford Galaxie XL GT convertible, offered at $12,000 and located in Acton, Maine, is presented as a partially completed project with much of the difficult work already addressed. The seller notes that the car has received a recent paint job, giving it a refreshed appearance, although a few blemishes remain. A brand new convertible top has been installed, adding value and reducing the amount of cosmetic work required. While not many of these XL GT convertibles are still around, this example stands as a solid foundation for someone looking to complete a classic full-size Ford with desirable GT trim and open-air driving appeal. Mechanically, the car retains its four-wheel drum brakes without power assist, but the braking system has been thoroughly overhauled. The seller lists new shoes, drums, brake lines, and wheel cylinders, ensuring that the foundation for safe stopping power is already in place. New tires and rims have also been fitted, adding further reliability and saving the next owner from immediate maintenance expenses. The engine does run, though it behaves a little rough, and the seller suggests that it may benefit from tuning or additional mechanical attention. Even so, the car is far from a non-runner, and its current state makes it a promising candidate for finishing work rather than a full restoration. The seller emphasizes that many new parts are included, indicating that significant investment has already been made to bring this convertible closer to completion. While the listing is limited to 10 photos, the seller mentions that numerous additional images are available for serious buyers, which may help showcase details not visible in the current posting. These extra materials could be valuable for potential buyers wanting a closer look at the car's condition, the extent of completed work, and the remaining areas needing attention. The rarity of the XL GT convertible adds to its appeal, as fewer of these models surface in project-ready condition with much of the groundwork already started. Because the car is not yet roadworthy, the seller advises buyers to bring a trailer, reflecting its as-is status and ongoing nature as a project. However, given the recent work performed, the presence of new components, and the car's overall completeness, the path toward making it a reliable cruiser appears straightforward. The firm $12,000 asking price reflects both the rarity of the model and the substantial progress already invested. For a buyer seeking a classic Ford convertible with GT pedigree, solid potential, and a strong starting point, this 1969 Galaxie XL GT project offers an opportunity to complete a desirable full-size muscle-era car with much of the heavy lifting already done. Number 2. This 1969 Pontiac Bonneville convertible, offered at $10,000 and located in Kokomo, Indiana, features the desirable YH code 428 cubic inch V8 rated at 360 horsepower, paired with a turbo 400 automatic transmission. The seller notes that the car is not perfect but runs very strong and shifts smoothly, making it a promising foundation for someone seeking a powerful full-size classic. While it is not presented as a show car, the drivetrain alone is emphasized as being worth roughly half of the asking price, underscoring the value of the package. With its big block power, long roof convertible body, and solid mechanical starting point, this Bonneville offers substantial potential as a driver-quality cruiser with some finishing work. The convertible top is described as being in nice condition, although it previously leaked hydraulic fluid due to failing lines, a common issue in older power-top systems and one that will require repair. The car will also need shocks, attention to the rear exhaust brackets, some front-end work, and wiring repairs to restore the blower motor's functionality. Cosmetically, bodywork can be addressed if the next owner desires a cleaner presentation, but nothing is indicated as structurally severe. The seller mentions that the car is a decent example for its age, suggesting that its needs are typical of a 50-plus-year-old convertible that has remained in driver-quality condition. Although the car requires some mechanical attention, it is described as a strong runner with impressive performance from the big 428 engine. This makes it appealing to buyers who want a Bonneville that can be enjoyed while ongoing improvements are made. The seller's candid description clarifies that show-level perfection is not reflected in the price, which is firm at $10,000 with no negotiations, no trades, and no holds. Additional parts already ordered will be included with the sale, offering further value and convenience for the next owner. The straightforward description suggests transparency about the vehicle's condition and what remains to be completed. The seller is clear about wanting serious buyers only, making it known that he will not respond to availability questions and will not entertain lowball offers or attempts to negotiate outside the stated price. He emphasizes that only buyers with cash in hand should make arrangements to view the car, reflecting past experiences with time wasters. He is available during weekdays and weekends, offering flexibility for legitimate buyers who are ready to move forward. For someone seeking a powerful, big-block Pontiac convertible with solid potential and strong running bones, this 1969 Bonneville represents a compelling opportunity at its current as-is price point. Number 3. This 1971 Ford Mustang Mach 1, offered at $32,500 and located in Rochester, New York, is presented as a well-preserved and rust-free example that originally spent its life in California before moving east. Equipped with its original 351 4V V8 engine paired with a C6 automatic transmission, the car maintains the classic Mach 1 performance character that enthusiasts seek. The seller describes it as an older restoration that still shows well, with straight body panels and tidy overall presentation. While the paint is generally clean and attractive, a few small blemishes are noted, but importantly, the car is said to have no rust at all, which further reflects its dry climate history and careful upkeep. The exterior stance is enhanced by 15-inch American Racing Mag wheels, giving the car a period-correct yet aggressive look that complements its fastback lines. Power steering and power disc brakes add to its drivability, making it suitable for regular use rather than being a strictly show-oriented piece. The restoration work has aged gracefully, retaining a solid, well-maintained appearance that suggests it has been thoughtfully cared for. This is the kind of Mach 1 that offers immediate enjoyment, requiring no major cosmetic or structural intervention from the next owner. Inside, the Mustang features a very nice interior that has been redone in an appealing black and silver combination, offering a cleaner and more modern aesthetic while still respecting the car's vintage character. A Dakota digital dashboard and wood steering wheel give the cabin a distinctive custom touch that enhances functionality and visual appeal. According to the seller, everything functions as it should, suggesting the electrical and interior systems have been properly sorted. These upgrades create a comfortable and eye-catching driving environment, making the car well suited for weekend cruises, local shows, or casual events. The seller describes the car as a really neat driver, emphasizing reliability and drivability over Trailer Queen perfection. Included with the sale is a MARTI report, providing documentation and verification of the car's original equipment and production details, an important asset for collectors of classic Mustangs. With an asking price of $32,500 or best offer, this Mach 1 presents a strong combination of originality, rust-free condition, tasteful upgrades, and overall mechanical and cosmetic soundness. For buyers seeking a clean, well-maintained 1971 Mach 1 that is ready to be enjoyed immediately, this example offers an appealing balance of authenticity, performance, and value. Number 4. This 1979 Pontiac Trans Am, offered at $13,500 and located in Lima, Ohio, is presented as a driver-quality classic that has been modernized with an LS 5.3-liter engine swap paired with an automatic transmission. The seller notes that the car runs and drives well, providing a strong mechanical foundation for someone seeking a dependable and updated version of the iconic late 70s Trans Am. The true mileage is unknown, which is typical for older swapped vehicles, but the current drivetrain setup gives it a more modern performance profile compared to the original Pontiac powerplants. At its current asking price, this Trans Am stands as an accessible entry point into the LS-swapped muscle car world without requiring a major upfront investment. While not restored or show-ready, the Trans Am is described as being in fair condition both inside and out, presenting a usable driver rather than a pristine collector piece. The seller makes it clear that the heater core is not hooked up, meaning climate control will require attention if the next owner plans to drive it year-round. The interior and body show typical aging consistent with a lightly refreshed but unrestored car, offering room for cosmetic improvement while remaining serviceable for regular use. The LS swap itself is the primary highlight, providing reliability and power that make the car appealing as a fun cruiser or project base. Given its mechanical updates and overall solid driver status, this Trans Am offers good potential for enthusiasts looking to personalize or continue developing an LS-powered classic. Opportunities exist for upgrading the interior, improving the exterior finish, or refining the mechanicals to suit the next owner's preferences. The car is priced as a winter price firm, signaling that the seller is not open to negotiation, especially at this time of year when project cars often sell at lower seasonal pricing. This firm stance reflects confidence in the value of the LS swap and the car's current running condition. The seller states clearly that no trades will be accepted and that the final purchase price will include tax, making the total cost straightforward for potential buyers. Positioned as a running, driving LS-swapped Trans Am needing some finishing touches, it appeals to buyers seeking performance, simplicity, and affordability in a classic Pontiac. For someone wanting a usable project car or a weekend cruiser with modern power under the hood, this 1979 Trans Am presents a compelling blend of value, drivability, and upgrade potential at its current firm price. Number 5. This 1956 Cadillac Series 62 four-door sedan, offered at $12,399 and located in Waxhaw, North Carolina, is presented as a clean and well-maintained classic that has recently received fresh paint and new tires. The seller notes that the car runs and drives well, making it an appealing option for anyone seeking a usable mid-50s Cadillac that is ready for the road rather than a full restoration project. With its long, elegant lines and iconic period styling, this Series 62 stands as a strong representative of Cadillac's luxury engineering during the era, offering both presence and drivability at a reasonable price point. The seller is open to offers but will not consider trades, keeping the transaction simple for interested buyers. Electrically, the car is reported to be in very good order, with all lights functioning properly and every dashboard gauge working as it should, an important detail for a classic of this age. The mechanical systems appear well sorted, and the seller's description suggests a vehicle that has been maintained with care rather than left neglected. With the new paint contributing to a clean outward appearance and the new tires enhancing safety and road performance, it presents itself as a classic that can be enjoyed immediately while leaving room for cosmetic refinement if desired by the next owner. Another notable selling point is the condition of the glass, which the seller states is fully original and entirely free of cracks. This is significant for a 1950 sedan, as factory glass can be difficult and expensive to source if damaged. The originality of the glass also hints that the car has not suffered major structural issues or accidents that would have required replacement. Taken together, these details reinforce that the Cadillac is a solid, honest example rather than a cobbled-together or heavily altered survivor. With an asking price of $12,399 or best offer, this Series 62 provides an approachable entry into classic Cadillac ownership. Its combination of fresh cosmetic updates, reliable running condition, fully functioning electrical components, and preserved original glass makes it an attractive option in today's market. For buyers seeking a mid-century luxury sedan that can be driven, shown casually, or used as a foundation for further restoration, this 1956 Cadillac Series 62 presents a compelling mix of value, style, and usability at its current as-is price. Number 6. This 1963 Mercury Monterey, offered at $5,000 and located in Indianapolis, Indiana, is presented as a solid and appealing project with several desirable features already in place. Equipped with a 390 V8 topped by a 4-barrel carburetor, the car offers strong factory performance potential once its fuel system issues are addressed. One of its standout attributes is the functioning breezeway rear window, a signature feature of Mercury sedans from this era and a rare find in working condition today. The seller highlights that the car has no holes in the floor pans or trunk, making it structurally sound and a much stronger starting point than many vintage projects in this price range. Cosmetically and functionally, the Monterey retains a high degree of completeness, including its factory AM/FM radio and all original chrome trim. This level of intactness adds to its value, reducing the difficulty and expense of sourcing missing pieces during the restoration process. While the car will need work to become roadworthy, The core elements, body structure, drivetrain presence, and major trim are all in place. For hobbyists or classic car newcomers, this represents the kind of project that can be improved gradually without beginning from a severely deteriorated shell. Mechanically, the car requires attention in several areas. The carburetor needs to be rebuilt or replaced to restore proper running condition, and the transmission is noted to have a leak around the pan. Additionally, the fuel sending unit is leaking and will need repair to ensure safe and accurate fuel delivery. These issues are typical for a project car of this age and do not detract significantly from its viability, but they do indicate that the car cannot be driven home and will require some mechanical investment before becoming fully functional. Even so, the seller describes the Monterey as a great project, suggesting confidence in its fundamental condition. The seller is asking $5,000 or best offer, with cash only, reflecting flexibility for serious buyers while remaining grounded in the car's solid overall state. A trailer is strongly recommended due to its non-running condition and existing mechanical leaks. For enthusiasts seeking a classic full-size Mercury with attractive styling, a big block V8, rare breezeway functionality, and solid structural bones, this 1963 Monterey offers an affordable and promising foundation at its current price point. Number 7. This 1969 Ford Fairlane Futura sedan, offered at $7,995 and located in Danville, Virginia, is presented as a clean and usable classic that comes equipped with desirable factory options. The seller highlights that it is a factory air conditioning car with factory power steering, making it a more comfortable and well-optioned example than many Fairlanes of the same era. All AC components are present, although the seller has not attempted to get the system functioning. With its classic lines, dependable engineering, and strong mechanical base, this Fairlane stands as an appealing entry into late 60s Ford ownership for anyone seeking a practical and enjoyable cruiser. Power comes from a 302 cubic inch V8 paired with an automatic transmission, a combination known for its reliability, smoothness, and easy parts availability. The seller states that the car runs and drives great, reinforcing the idea that it is ready to be enjoyed immediately rather than requiring major mechanical work. This makes the Futura a well-rounded option for casual weekend use, local cruises, or even light daily driving for someone wanting a vintage feel without dealing with heavy restoration projects. The power steering further enhances drivability, especially at lower speeds, making the car approachable for a wide range of drivers. Inside, the Fairlane features an interior described as being in good condition overall, with only minor flaws such as a single dash crack and small seat imperfections. These are typical age-related cosmetic issues and do not detract significantly from usability or comfort. The largely intact interior suggests that the car has been reasonably well preserved through the decades, avoiding the heavy wear commonly seen in sedans from this period. With its clean cabin and solid presentation, the car offers a vintage environment that still feels functional and inviting for regular cruising. The seller emphasizes that this is a car you can simply get in and drive, highlighting its reliability and road-ready status. As a factory AC, power steering Fairlane with a strong running 302, it offers a compelling blend of usability and classic charm at a price point that remains accessible. For buyers seeking a dependable late 60s Ford that doesn't require extensive work, this 1969 Fairlane Futura represents a practical and enjoyable choice with solid mechanical footing, a presentable interior, and the desirable combination of V8 power and factory comfort options. Number 8. This 1971 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, offered at $16,000 and located in Dayville, Connecticut, is a family-owned estate car that has remained with the same family since new, giving it a level of provenance and history rarely found today. Powered by its original 350 rocket V8 and showing 90,300 documented miles, the car has been carefully preserved throughout its life and still runs great while driving tight and smooth. The seller notes that it has been female-owned for most of its existence, suggesting gentle use and steady maintenance. With a partial repaint showing a couple of minor dings, the exterior presents well for an original car and reflects the kind of honest aging expected from a well-loved classic rather than a fully restored example. The interior remains largely original, featuring a bench seat layout and retaining all its factory components aside from a small tear in the front seat. While the air conditioning system has been deleted, the rest of the cabin retains its factory character, offering an authentic 1970s Oldsmobile driving atmosphere. The Cragar SS rims and new tires give the car a period-correct muscle-era appearance, while a full set of factory rims with good tires and original Oldsmobile hubcaps is included for buyers who prefer an original look. This combination of originality, mild cosmetic updates, and preserved interior makes the car especially appealing to those who value unmodified survivors. Having been shown at local car events in recent years, the Cutlass Supreme has clearly been maintained as an enjoyable driver rather than a garage-bound project. The recent Connecticut registration, along with the fiduciary letter, title reassignment, and bill of sale documents, ensures that the paperwork is ready for a seamless transfer to the next owner. The car's overall tight driving feel and clean presentation indicate that it has been cared for mechanically and cosmetically, making it far more than a typical estate sale vehicle. Its fresh arrival on the market further enhances its appeal, particularly for buyers seeking a documented, long-term family-owned classic. The seller emphasizes a first-come, first-served policy and accepts cash or treasurer's check only, keeping the transaction straightforward. Priced to sell at $16,000, this 1971 Cutlass Supreme represents a compelling blend of originality, documented history, smooth drivability, and strong visual presence. For enthusiasts seeking a genuine, largely untouched Oldsmobile with lifelong family ownership, a strong-running Rocket V8, and both original and aftermarket wheel options, this Cutlass stands out as an excellent opportunity to acquire a classic that has been cherished for more than 5 decades. Number 9. This 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass Cruiser, offered at $19,500 and located in Glenwood, Maryland, is presented as a well-preserved and tastefully updated long-roof classic with a strong mechanical foundation. Showing 94,740 miles, it is powered by a Rocket 350 V8 paired with a rebuilt TH400 3-speed automatic transmission, complemented by a recently rebuilt 4-barrel carburetor for improved drivability. Finished in sequoia green with matching green Morexine interior, the car carries an appealing period-correct aesthetic that reflects Oldsmobile's premium station wagon styling of the early 1970s. Power front disc brakes and tinted windows add to its usability, making it a more practical and confidence-inspiring cruiser than many wagons of this era. Inside, the wagon retains a clean presentation without the optional third-row seat, offering a spacious 2-row layout ideal for comfortable cruising or vintage road trip duties. The rear features Oldsmobile's versatile drop-or-swing tailgate design complete with a functioning power rear window, a feature that adds significant convenience and rarity to the vehicle. All skylight glass is reported to be in excellent condition, a notable selling point given how difficult these pieces can be to replace. The seller also confirms the inclusion of all components needed for both factory air conditioning and an AM/FM radio setup, providing opportunities for the next owner to reinstate these desirable factory amenities. Over the years, the owners have accumulated a collection of hard-to-find spare trim and extra parts, all of which will accompany the sale. This is particularly valuable for a 1970s wagon, where unique exterior pieces are increasingly scarce. The front suspension has been lowered using drop springs to improve stance and handling, but the original springs are included for buyers who prefer a factory-correct ride height. Replacement front door weather stripping is also provided, addressing one of the common wear items on long-term vintage wagons and making future refinement easier for the next caretaker. With its solid drivetrain, preserved glass, included spare parts, and functioning reargate system, this Cutlass Cruiser offers a compelling blend of originality, usability, and tasteful modification. The strong-running Rocket 350, rebuilt transmission, and upgraded braking system make it ready for enjoyable driving, while the intact interior and correct exterior presentation reinforce its value as a classic survivor. For buyers seeking a distinctive early 1970s Oldsmobile wagon with excellent mechanical updates, rare trim pieces, and a desirable color combination, this 1972 Cutlass Cruiser stands out as a well-rounded and appealing option at its current asking price. Number 10. This 1973 Dodge Dart Custom, offered at $5,200 and located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, is presented as a fun, driver-quality classic rather than a restored showpiece. The seller notes that it is an enjoyable car to take out on the road, with functioning lights and sirens that give it a bit of character not typically found on a standard Dart. While not cosmetically perfect, it represents a solid and accessible entry point into vintage Mopar ownership for someone who wants a usable classic without the expectations of concours-level condition. With its straightforward mechanical setup and dependable reputation, this Dart stands as an appealing budget-friendly project or weekend cruiser. Under the hood, the car is powered by a running 318 V8, a reliable and easy-to-maintain engine that delivers good power for a compact Dodge of this era. The seller makes it clear that the car runs and drives, and unlike many older project cars, a proper title is included, simplifying the transfer process. While the vehicle is not being advertised as a pristine restoration, its mechanical functionality makes it a viable candidate for continued improvement while still being enjoyed on the road. The willingness to consider a running trade, such as a Harley or 4x4 truck, also adds flexibility for buyers with suitable vehicles. Inside, the Dart offers a decent interior overall, though it does need a headliner and has two small holes in the front seats. These issues are common in older Mopars and relatively easy to address for an enthusiast looking to freshen up the cabin. The rest of the interior is serviceable as is, making the car usable immediately even before cosmetic repairs are undertaken. This balance of functionality and minor flaws places it firmly in the category of a classic that can be gradually improved rather than requiring a full teardown. The seller states that the car is not a show car but emphasizes that it is enjoyable to drive, capturing the straightforward charm of early 70s Dodge compacts. With a running V8, working electrical features, and a clean title, the Dart offers a solid foundation at a reasonable price point. For buyers wanting an affordable vintage Dodge with character, drivable condition, and room for personalization, this 1973 Dart Custom represents a practical and engaging option in today's market. Number 11. This 1968 Plymouth Valiant Signet, offered at $6,000 and located in Lynchburg, Virginia, is presented as a clean, running classic Mopar with strong curb appeal and plenty of character. The seller highlights its rare factory Barracuda-style dashboard and original bench seats, features that set it apart from more common late 60s compact models. Powered by a 273 V8 paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission, the car has received several recent upgrades, including a new 4-barrel carburetor, air filter, and alternator. It reportedly starts easily and runs and drives great, making it a highly usable weekend cruiser with 133,909 miles that continue to climb as it is still driven occasionally. A clean title is included, ensuring a smooth transfer to the next owner. The Valiant's overall structural and mechanical condition gives it solid potential as both a driver and a project. The seller notes a minor transmission fluid leak that appears to be coming from the pan gasket, which is generally considered a simple and inexpensive repair. This issue aside, the drivetrain is described as healthy, and the combination of a lightweight body with a V8 engine delivers the kind of lively performance that makes these compact Mopars enjoyable on the road. For enthusiasts seeking a vintage car that doesn't require immediate major restoration, this Valiant offers an appealing balance of reliability and classic charm. In terms of originality and presentation, the car retains many of its factory details, including the distinctive Signet trim elements that give it a more upscale look compared to base model Valiants. The original bench seats and unique dash design add to its period-correct interior feel, making it attractive to preservation-minded buyers. With its straight, attention-grabbing profile and updated mechanical components, the Valiant stands out in a market where many surviving examples have been heavily modified, neglected, or simply lost to time. Its current condition allows it to be driven and enjoyed immediately while still offering room for cosmetic or mechanical improvements at the new owner's pace. The seller is asking $6,500 or best offer and remains open to reasonable negotiations, though no trades will be considered. Positioned as a versatile classic with personality, this 1968 Valiant Signet can serve multiple roles: an affordable entry-level Mopar, a vintage daily driver, a foundation for a fuller restoration, or even a potential flip for those who recognize its inherent value. With its rare dash, solid running condition, recent upgrades, and clean paperwork, it represents a compelling option for anyone seeking an authentic late 60s Chrysler product with both usability and collector appeal. Number 12. This 1973 Buick Electra 225, offered at $11,000 and located in Cass City, Michigan, is described as a remarkably well-preserved full-size luxury sedan that has clearly been cared for throughout its life. The seller notes that although the odometer has likely rolled over, bringing the mileage to approximately 125,000 miles, the car remains in notably good condition for its age. Its rust-free body and overall clean presentation underscore how well this 52-year-old Buick has survived, making it stand out in a market where many examples have long since deteriorated. Power comes from Buick's big car drivetrain, which continues to run excellently according to the seller, supported by newer shocks and good tires that help maintain a smooth, confident ride. The only mechanical issue mentioned is the need for exhaust manifold gaskets, a repair made easier by the fact that the replacement gaskets are already included with the car. This suggests that the Electra is fully drivable as is, requiring only minor attention to reach optimal condition. The seller's assessment that it would be difficult to find a nicer example of this vintage speaks to the preservation and integrity of the vehicle. Inside, the Buick offers an exceptionally clean interior, with the seller stating that everything is in perfect condition aside from a door handle armrest issue. Large-body Electras were known for their comfort, and this example appears to retain that signature luxury environment. Its originality is further supported by included documentation, as the car comes with its original purchase paperwork, a valuable piece of history that enhances its appeal to collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate authenticity. With the seller being only the third owner, this Electra benefits from a traceable ownership history that adds confidence for the next caretaker. The car represents an opportunity to acquire a classic American land yacht that has not been heavily modified or neglected, making it an excellent candidate for preservation, light restoration, or simply enjoying as a nostalgic cruiser. Strong condition, documented history, and the completeness of the vehicle combine to make this 1973 Buick Electra 225 an attractive offering for anyone seeking a clean and well-maintained luxury classic from the early 1970s. Number 13. This 1968 Ford LTD Brougham, offered at $7,500 and located in Homer, New York, is presented as a remarkably well-preserved full-size Ford that retains much of its original character. The seller highlights that the car still wears its original paint and factory vinyl top, a rare and appealing combination that reflects its long-term barn storage and gentle use over the decades. Equipped with factory air conditioning and power brakes, this LTD offers the kind of comfort-oriented features that made Ford's full-size lineup popular in the late 1960s, and its overall condition suggests a solid foundation for either preservation or restoration. Power comes from the desirable 390 V8 engine, a strong and smooth-running motor that provides ample torque for relaxed cruising. According to the seller, the car runs well and benefits from a collection of new parts, helping ensure reliability for its next owner. While it does have a few small issues that will eventually need attention, none appear to detract from its current drivability or from the car's overall clean condition. The structure, body panels, and general presentation indicate a vehicle that has been kept away from the harsh elements typical of the region, greatly contributing to its preserved state. Inside and out, the LTD remains an appealing example of late 1960s American design. The two-door Brougham configuration adds both style and desirability, offering a more elegant profile than the more common four-door models. The interior is not deeply described, but the seller's emphasis on its overall cleanliness and originality suggests that it has aged gracefully, benefiting from the same long-term barn storage that protected the exterior. Collectors often seek unrestored survivors like this, cars that retain factory finishes and tell their history through preserved, unaltered details. For enthusiasts seeking a classic full-size Ford with originality, solid mechanicals, and strong potential, this 1968 Ford LTD presents an appealing opportunity. Its combination of original paint, desirable 390 V8 power, factory comfort features, and long-term indoor storage sets it apart from the many examples that have succumbed to rust or heavy wear. With an asking price of $7,500 or best offer, it represents a well-rounded candidate for a light restoration project, a reliable vintage cruiser, or a preservation-minded build that celebrates Ford's late 60s luxury heritage. Number 14. This 1976 Oldsmobile Cutlass 442, offered at $15,000 and located in Cleveland, Ohio, is presented as a heavily upgraded, modernized performance build centered around a professionally executed LS swap. The seller emphasizes that this was not a backyard project but a properly done conversion using quality components, and the car's clean overall condition reflects that level of work. Finished with its original hood included in the sale, the car stands as a sharp and well-sorted restomod that blends vintage Oldsmobile style with modern power and drivability. Under the hood sits a 6.0-liter LQ9 engine topped with LS3 heads, a setup known for strong power potential and impressive reliability. It is paired with a Ford LTD automatic transmission, one of the most durable GM overdrive units available, making the drivetrain capable of handling significant horsepower with ease. The system is managed by a Holley Terminator X Max, providing modern engine management and tunability for smooth operation, crisp throttle response, and future upgrade flexibility. The seller notes that the amount being asked reflects their investment in the swap alone, underscoring the high-quality parts and labor involved. The body and interior are described as very clean, an important factor for a mid-70s GM A-body that often suffers from rust or wear. Although not every detail is listed, the seller invites serious buyers to message for the full rundown or to inspect the car in person, suggesting confidence in the vehicle's condition and workmanship. The overall presentation implies that this Cutlass 442 has been built to be both a reliable cruiser and a serious performer, with modern hardware supporting its classic muscle-era looks. For anyone seeking a ready-to-drive restomod with a proven modern drivetrain, this 1976 Cutlass 442 offers strong value and a professional-level build at a firm price of $15,000. With its potent 6.0-liter LS-based power plant, durable Ford LTD transmission, Holley engine management, and clean presentation, it stands as a compelling alternative to unfinished projects or DIY conversions. Serious buyers are encouraged to reach out directly, as the seller is willing to discuss the car in depth with those genuinely interested in owning a well-executed and turnkey LS-swapped classic. Number 15. This 1964 one-half Ford Mustang, offered at $12,250 and located in Greenup, Kentucky, is presented as a long-owned family car that has been with the same family since 1968, adding a valuable layer of history and authenticity. Equipped with its 289 cubic inch V8 engine paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission, it represents the earliest era of Mustang production, highly desirable among collectors for its unique mid-year 1964 one-half features. The seller notes that they have attempted to show the good, the bad, and the flaws honestly, suggesting a transparent and straightforward listing for buyers seeking a classic with a known past. Mechanically, the car retains its original 289 V8, a respected and lively small block that helped define the Mustang's early reputation for accessible performance. Combined with the automatic transmission, it offers the kind of vintage driving character that enthusiasts appreciate while remaining easy to handle. Long-term family ownership usually indicates consistent care over the decades, even if the car may now show age-related imperfections. The listing implies that the Mustang runs and presents well enough to showcase both its strengths and the areas a future owner may want to improve or restore. Cosmetically and structurally, the seller's description suggests that the car is in honest condition, with both appealing qualities and expected wear for a nearly 60-year-old classic. The fact that they highlight the good, the bad, and the ugly indicates that the Mustang has not been disguised or misrepresented, always a promising sign for buyers evaluating an unrestored or partially restored classic. Early Mustangs often suffer from hidden issues or patchwork repairs, so the willingness to display its true state adds confidence that what you see is what you get. Overall, this 1964 one-half Mustang offers an excellent foundation for someone seeking an early production example with strong provenance, an iconic 289 V8, and decades of known family history. Whether the next owner chooses to restore it, preserve its survivor character, or drive and gradually improve it, the car provides a rare opportunity to acquire a first-year Mustang with a documented story. At $12,250, it stands as a compelling candidate for enthusiasts who value originality, early model uniqueness, and an honest presentation from a long-term owner. Number 16. This 1965 Chevrolet Impala SS, offered at $23,000 and located in Missoula, Montana, is presented as a documented, numbers-matching true super sport equipped with the original 327 cubic-inch 4-barrel V8 and a desirable 4-speed manual transmission. First purchased new at Latimer Looney Chevrolet in Kingsport, Tennessee, the car remained with the same family until 2015, and its history is supported by the original title, manual, and factory Protecto plate. With only 3 documented owners and a believed 107,000 original miles, this Impala SS stands out as a well-preserved and highly authentic example of Chevrolet's full-size performance model. The car underwent extensive mechanical refurbishment after being moved to North Carolina in 2015. The front suspension received significant updates including front power disc brakes, drop spindles, a sway bar, and all-new rubber bushings, greatly improving handling and braking over stock. The rear drum brakes were also rebuilt, and a new power booster and master cylinder were installed. A dual exhaust system provides a strong, throaty note, while staggered 17-inch American racing wheels wrapped in Nitto performance tires enhance both stance and drivability. These upgrades make the car far more road-ready than many unrestored examples while preserving its original drivetrain and SS identity. Inside, the Impala SS features fresh interior components that were installed prior to the car's move to Montana, including new upholstery that complements its classic super sport layout with bucket seats and a center console. While the interior presents very well, the seller notes that the exterior shows some cosmetic flaws, which are already reflected in the asking price. Importantly, the car runs and drives exceptionally smoothly, delivering strong power from the numbers-matching 327 and confident road manners thanks to its rebuilt suspension and braking systems. Overall, this 1965 Impala SS offers an appealing balance between originality, documented history, and thoughtful mechanical improvement. It is well suited for someone wanting a classic they can immediately enjoy, while still having room to increase its value through paint and body refinements if desired. The seller includes additional items, such as a full set of 6 new LED taillights, providing further options for enhancement. As it sits, this super sport stands as a strong driver with pedigree, authenticity, and substantial work already completed, making it a compelling choice for enthusiasts seeking a true 4-speed, 327-powered Impala SS. Number 17. This 1969 Buick Sport Wagon, offered at $4,500 and located in Clatskanie, Oregon, is presented as a remarkably solid long-roof project that has been parked in a barn since 1982. The seller notes that the car was reportedly running when it was stored decades ago, and while it no longer starts, the engine still turns over, suggesting a straightforward path toward revival. Equipped with its original Buick 350 V8 and TH350 automatic transmission, along with power steering and power brakes, the wagon remains mechanically complete and unmodified, giving the next owner a strong and authentic foundation to work from. Even more appealing is the claim of absolutely no rust anywhere on the vehicle, a rare finding for a 1960s wagon and a major advantage for restoration. Structurally and cosmetically, the sport wagon appears to have survived its long storage exceptionally well. The seller includes factory documentation such as the original owner's manual and Protecto plate, enhancing its provenance and appeal to collectors who value originality. The original factory wheels, hubcaps, and jack are also included, adding to the completeness of the vehicle and making it an even more compelling candidate for a faithful restoration. The cleanliness of the body combined with its long-term indoor storage suggests this wagon has avoided the typical corrosion and wear that plague unrestored cars of this era. The title situation is disclosed transparently. The seller has a clean Oregon title in hand, though it is still in the names of the previous owners, one of whom has passed away. The seller provides the signed title along with the death certificate to facilitate transfer, and this documentation should allow a straightforward title process for the next buyer. Given the car's originality, paperwork, and rust-free condition, this is a rare opportunity to acquire a largely untouched survivor that has not been picked over or altered. Overall, this 1969 Buick Sport Wagon offers strong potential as either a full restoration candidate or a light mechanical recommissioning project for someone wanting a vintage family hauler with unmistakable late 60s character. Its rust-free body, original drivetrain, long-term barn storage, and included factory documentation make it especially appealing at the current asking price. With wagons continuing to grow in desirability and fewer clean examples surfacing, this sport wagon stands out as an affordable classic with authenticity, completeness, and the kind of solid foundation enthusiasts look for when starting a meaningful project. Number 18. This 1979 Pontiac Trans Am, offered at $75,000 and located in Mount Airy, North Carolina, is presented as an all-original Bandit car showing just 48,000 miles and preserved as a true time capsule. The seller emphasizes that the car remains entirely original inside and out, retaining its factory black exterior and tan interior, which together capture the unmistakable appearance that made the late 70s Trans Am an icon. Shown in multiple car and truck events as a Bandit replica, this example reflects the kind of preservation and authenticity that has become increasingly rare. Its original glass remains free of cracks, and every electrical function and lighting system is reported to operate as intended, further underscoring its well-kept condition. Mechanically, the Trans Am is described as being as good as they come, maintaining its original drivetrain and unaltered configuration. This unmolested status is particularly appealing to collectors who prioritize originality over modifications, and it positions the car as a strong candidate for serious enthusiasts seeking a fully intact late 70s muscle icon. The fact that all gauges on the dashboard remain fully functional adds to the confidence that this Trans Am has been properly preserved, and its low mileage supports the claim that it has led a careful, show-oriented life rather than years of hard driving. Cosmetically, the combination of a black exterior and tan interior delivers the classic look associated with the Bandit style, evoking the era's most famous Trans Am without relying on reproduction or aftermarket embellishments. The untouched interior reflects the car's authenticity, offering details and materials that have survived since new, a rarity for vehicles of this vintage. Its presentation at shows as Bandit 1 suggests that the overall condition and originality have already earned recognition from enthusiasts and event attendees alike. Overall, this 1979 Trans Am stands as an exceptional example of an unmodified survivor, combining low mileage, fully functioning systems, original components, and show-ready presentation. In a market where many late 70s Trans Ams have been restored, altered, or heavily used, this all-original time capsule offers rarity, collectability, and strong investment potential. For buyers seeking a genuine Bandit-era Trans Am that remains as close as possible to how it left the factory, this one represents a high-quality opportunity with pedigree, preservation, and standout condition. Number 19. This 1967 Ford Fairlane, offered at $22,000 and located in Abbottstown, Pennsylvania, is presented as a fully restored classic built using original parts, making it an appealing option for buyers who value authenticity and period-correct details. The seller notes that the car has received fresh paint, further enhancing its appearance and giving it the clean, finished look expected from a properly restored Fairlane. Its overall presentation suggests careful ownership and a commitment to keeping the car as true to factory specification as possible, which is increasingly uncommon among restored mid-60s Fords. The restoration reportedly utilized original components rather than aftermarket replacements, a point that significantly boosts its appeal among collectors seeking correctness and originality. This attention to detail helps preserve the identity and mechanical character of the Fairlane, presenting the kind of classic that stays faithful to its era. The seller also includes a collection of spare parts, most notably an extra grille, which adds value and provides the next owner with useful pieces that may be difficult to source later. Cosmetically, the new paint job highlights the Fairlane's clean body lines and suggests the car has been brought back to a high standard. While the listing does not provide extensive mechanical details, the description of the car as all restored implies that both appearance and functionality have been addressed during the process. The overall condition described indicates a vehicle that is ready to enjoy immediately, whether on weekend cruises, at local shows, or as part of a carefully curated classic car collection. Overall, this 1967 Ford Fairlane stands out as a well-presented, original parts restoration with strong visual appeal and additional parts included for future needs. The seller's willingness to negotiate provides some flexibility, though trades are not accepted. For enthusiasts looking for a classic Fairlane that maintains its correct factory character rather than a heavily modified build, this example offers authenticity, freshness, and a solid value in today's market. Number 20. This 1976 Cadillac Eldorado, offered at $2,000 and located in Orting, Washington, is presented as a remarkably affordable entry into a highly collectible full-size luxury classic. The seller describes the body as nice and straight, making it an appealing candidate for restoration, but also notes that it can be driven as it sits. Powered by Cadillac's 425 cubic inch V8, the car retains the smooth, torque-rich character these late 70s Eldorados are known for. While it does need a good tune-up, the fact that it already runs and drives gives the next owner a strong starting point without the uncertainty that often comes with long-sitting project cars. Structurally, the Eldorado appears to be solid, with only minor rust reported below the vinyl top, an extremely common issue on these models and far less severe than the extensive corrosion often found in cars of this era. The straight body enhances its restoration appeal, offering a clean foundation for someone who wants to bring back the car's original presence, whether through a full repaint or a detailed preservation-style approach. Given its size, distinctive styling, and unmistakable front-wheel drive layout, the 1976 model year represents one of the last truly massive American luxury coupes, adding further desirability for collectors. Cosmetically and mechanically, the car remains in usable condition, making it suitable for someone who wants an inexpensive weekend cruiser that can be improved over time. The sellers claim that the car runs and drives, paired with the straightforward tune-up needs, suggests there is no major mechanical failure to contend with. This opens opportunities for a variety of buyers, whether they are seeking a budget-friendly project, a starter classic, or a long-term investment in a collectible that continues to rise in appreciation. Overall, this 1976 Eldorado stands out for its combination of affordability, straight body, running condition, and collectible status. The seller notes that the title is in hand, simplifying transfer for the next owner, and the low asking price makes it especially attractive compared to typical Eldorado values. For enthusiasts looking to enter the classic Cadillac world without a large upfront cost, this example offers strong potential, a solid foundation, and the unmistakable charm of one of Cadillac's most iconic luxury coupes. That's a wrap on today's video featuring 20 cheap classic cars you can find on the marketplace. Thanks for watching. If this video sparked your interest, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars. And don't forget to share it with your fellow classic car fans out there.